We'll use a wormhole to secure Sahelanthropus. Place the wormhole digger near it.
We'll get out of here someday. We have to, right?
are victorious.
Captain, come back to the FOB, now!
He screwed us! Seth betrayed us! He's taken Chris hostage. Sorry. This is my fault. I can't believe I gave him the chance to... Damn it!
Don't blame yourself, Reeve. You did very well indeed.
You bastard!
That's close enough! Someone might get hurt.
Reeve, I'm sorry.
What's your game anyway? What could you possibly gain by doing this?
You'll find out soon enough. All you need to do is stand back and watch. Okay, Virgil. Your turn. Activate the wormhole transporter. Destination. Base camp.
We cannot accept that order.
That's AI for you. You don't care what happens to this child, do you?
Activating transporter.
No, we can't. We can't endanger the entire crew just to save Chris.
Activating.
Good. Now come with me, Virgil. There's something else I need from you.
Understood.
Wait. Our actions in this matter have been irrational.
Just go along with it. We have to do what he says.
Been paying attention, partner? Meet me back at base later. Become one of us. If you do what I say, I'll release the boy. But you better come alone. If I see anyone else, I'll kill the boy right then and there. Got that?
You heard the situation, Captain. Get back to the FOB.
Why the long face, Chris? You scared of dying now, all of a... That stench. You're just like I was when I ended up here and gave up on living. That's the stench of despair coming from...
You're right, you know. I won't live to see 20 with my disease. If you're going to kill me, you might as well just do it.
You poor child. But you needn't worry. Simply join us, and you shall despair no more.
You keep saying us. Who's us? You're working with others?
Indeed. We are everywhere. We are very well acquainted.
Don't tell me.
Yes. The wanderers. But there is more. What you call the dust. That is our true form. A calm, sophisticated intelligence. Far more evolved than mankind. That is who we are. The Dread Dust!
Dread dust. What is that exactly?
We began as an invention of your world. Medical nanomachines. We possess the ability to absorb the properties of any kind of matter. But as our numbers grew, we started to develop new traits. Those of a colony. These included infecting intelligent life, producing a resonance effect, and generating energy. The energy you've been using to generate your wormholes. That is created when we coalesce and crystallize. Surely no one is more aware of our magnificence than you.
Oh no.
But Seth, unlike other Wanderers, a substantial part of your human personality appears to remain. Why is that?
It was determined that this would be the most effective avenue to achieve our goal of endless propagation. It certainly was when it came to bringing the majority of the Charon core into the fold.
How could you do such a thing?
Such a thing? Child, our physical forms have no individual intelligences of their own. Not in the truest sense. The dust has been dispersed into the atmosphere. We continually send and receive information with one another. This enables us to exist as a colony with one will and one intelligence. So you see, it is a wonderful thing. For when there is only one will, neither confrontation nor conflict can occur. There is no greater form of companionship. But sadly, there is hardly anyone or anything left in this world to join us. That is why we've turned our sights to yours. Our arrival will bring the peace mankind has yearned for 10,000 years, yet has failed to achieve.
That cannot be called peace.
You have been poisoned by the humans, Virgil. AIs like you two should be on our side. But it looks like no amount of talk is going to convince you. So we're just going to have to take the information we need.
What? Where? With AI network intrusion. Anomaly detected.
Virgil! Stupid legs.
Don't you try to move. Finally! The wormhole control technology we've been waiting for! Now all that's needed is the power of Sahelanthropus.
You're not gonna get it!
What?
You're not gonna get it! Because the captain's gonna stop you!
Been looking forward to this, Captain.
You really think it's okay to let the captain go alone? I don't agree with this. It's like we're standing back and watching the captain die.
Okay, well, how about this? There's more than one transporter around there, right? Somebody else teleports in somewhere besides base camp, then goes in and checks out the situation first.
I thought of that too, of course. But I took a look, and all the transporters besides the one at base camp have been locked down. Seth must have ordered Virgil to do it. The way things stand, it's all up to the captain.
That's a real pickle you're in.
Hey, hear that? How'd you get in here?
Your security could use some work. A lot of work, actually. Of course, that's probably the least of your concerns right now. I overheard your little powwow. Seth pulled a fast one on you guys too, huh? What do you say I lend you a hand?
How?
I have a way to resolve your current predicament. I've got the transporter control program I prepared after the core was wiped out. Since Virgil had nothing to do with it, Seth won't be expecting it. Originally, I was going to use it to transport Sahelanthropus, but it looks like now might be the time for it.
Transport Sahelanthropus? For what?
To destroy the Lord of Dust, of course. That son of a bitch attacked us, killed a bunch of us. Thinking back on it, I bet you Seth was responsible for that. He tried to split us apart all along. Sahelanthropus's railgun is the only thing left in this place that can damage the Lord of Dust's shell. I was gonna use it myself. Maybe help the others rest a little easier, you know?
Setting aside whatever you have planned, we'd be grateful if you'd let us use this program.
So who's gonna go with the captain?
I'll go in ahead, check things out. If everything looks good, I'll get as close to base camp as I can. Once I'm in position, Captain, you distract Seth for me. Then I'm gonna put that bastard down. We gotta save Chris. And Virgil, of course.
Reeve? Please be safe.
This is Reeve. I've arrived near base camp. Come on through when you're ready, Captain. He won't know what hit him. I've completed my approach to base camp. When you're ready, go use the transporter.
So you've decided to join us? Very well. We welcome you. Don't be afraid. Soon, you will know. Know just how very small and lonely human existence has been. Join us. Paradise is here. Come with us.
Here to back you up, and it's a privilege to do so.
The captain's awake.
Captain, try to remain calm as I update you. After you lost consciousness, I did a full examination on you. It is apparent that the unknown life form, the dread dust, which was inactive within you, has been reactivated through contact with Seth. At this rate, in the not-too-distant future, you will likely turn into a wanderer. There is only one way to stop the infection from spreading, and that is to destroy the Lord of Dust, the source of all dread dust.
Seems so.
I say we kill this captain. Or at least we should lay a strict watch.
Hey, now hold on. The captain saved all of us. If it wasn't for the captain, we would have been dead a long time ago. We can't just...
You want to see someone you care that much about turn into one of those things?
I don't think we need to eliminate, or even lock up, the captain.
Why do you say that?
Because I believe in the captain.
Well, belief isn't gonna stop an infection. If we do let the captain continue to lead us, we need to establish how much time we have.
In that case, I can present a figure. The captain has 12 days remaining. The same amount of time it will take the infection to overwhelm me.
You're infected? Why didn't you tell us?
Allow me to explain this part. At one point, while I was participating in the Karen Corps' mission, I became infected with the dread dust, and it began to spread within me. At that time, I temporarily quarantined all of my networks to protect myself. I rewrote my programming to enable infected areas and non-infected areas to function independently. As a result, my awareness was divided into two, and this personality was born.
Why are you only telling us this now? Did Good Luck orchestrate this confession too?
No. Like the captain, when we came into contact with Seth, our countermeasures were disabled, and the dread dust began to spread once more. This resulted in my independent networks being rejoined, and my records of the Karen Corps' mission were restored. At the same time, I was able to access all information Seth, that is, the dread dust, possesses. Everything has been revealed to me. Dita does not exist in a dimension separate from your own. This is your world. This is its future. This is Earth in the 22nd century. Everything exists within a single timeline. Beginning several decades after your lifetimes, the world has been destroyed over and over. The cause of this time loop is the monster we know as the Lord of Dust. The Lord of Dust appears to be an aggregate of dread dust. To satisfy the dust's instinct to propagate, the Lord of Dust uses a wormhole to travel to the past, where it assimilates everything it can, thus destroying the world. Continuing to exist in that world, the Lord of Dust then travels back to the past through another wormhole, repeating the process. In this way, the world is trapped in endless cycles of destruction. From analyzing the memories of the dread dust, it appears its origin can in fact be traced to the invention of medical nanomachines. However, how many cycles ago the dust emerged, that is unclear. The only way to stop this process is to destroy the Lord of Dust. Fortunately, of all the temporal axes in which the Lord of Dust exists, the one in this time is the weakest in terms of its energy stores. Given the state it is in right now, if we use Sahelanthropus's armament, namely the Archaeoblades and the Railgun together, it is theoretically possible to destroy it. However, the destruction of the Lord of Dust will have one negative effect. Assuming the cause of all loops is the Lord of Dust, there is an extremely high probability that its destruction will mean the coordinates for the wormhole connecting this time and your time will no longer be valid. In other words, destroying it may mean you will never be able to return to your time.
No.
But please, you needn't worry. I won't let that happen to you. If you prepare the weapons for the attack, then once you have all traveled through the wormhole back to your time, I can destroy the Lord of Dust myself.
But in that case, you'd be trapped here forever, wouldn't you? Virgil? Virgil!
Massive gravitational anomaly detected. Oh my. My presumption is, this is the Lord of Dust itself preparing to generate a wormhole for time travel.
At some point, it will likely come to attack our base of operations. That is, base camp. As currently, our presence is the one thing that can stop it from achieving its goal. Estimated time of attack is 11 days from now. Exactly 1 day before the infection will overwhelm the captain and me.
You must finish your preparations to intercept the Lord of Dust before then. The railgun will only require some standard repairs, but the issue is the other weapons needed to strike at the Lord of Dust, the Archaea blades.
The greater part of these weapons systems are dependent on the actions of a special group of organisms called the metallic archaea. However, these metallic archaea have had to alter their composition in order to survive in an environment now full of dread dust. Therefore, the archaea blades cannot function with their existing control program. So with the metallic archaea having adapted in composition, in order to use these weapons, we're going to have to modify their control program.
That won't be a problem. Other members of the Corps were working on that. Looks like all the time we put into Sahelanthropus wasn't a waste after all.
Where are they right now? Sorry. That was thoughtless of me.
It's alright. They got taken out by wanderers. I was away working on something else. I know where they were. I'll pass on the information to Virgil.
From Dan's information, I pinpointed the location of the modified program. I've marked the objective on the map. Also, I detect a new memory board at the same site. The program is likely contained on the memory board. It must be secured.
I'll be worried without you here.
something I'd like to ask. Can I get you to listen?
It is just typical. This was gonna be my last mission.
Plants are pretty hardy.
I've marked the predicted location. Take a look at the map. within the ruins.
Expect plenty of wanderers inside, though that's par for the course. Stay sharp.
Objective complete. Please return at once.
I am a researcher with Wardenclyffe Section HQ, which came to investigate this world in 1975. My name is Chloe Dubois. I have been separated from my colleagues. I am all alone. We were developing a system to defend ourselves against the Wanderers when one of our team members got sick. Although we had some of our project engineers and researchers evacuate with our development data, there was too few of them to complete the work. No one can survive in this world. And that includes me. Good luck. Did you disagree because you knew the destruction that awaited? And if you knew, then how? Who exactly are you, anyway? And what is your objective? It seems I will die without knowing anything more about you than I already do. I find that to be almost as painful as death itself. I suppose I am simply reaping what I sowed when I chose to follow in your footsteps. I have only myself to blame for forcing this research project forward for the tiniest scraps of new information. My choice has doomed me to die without accomplishing anything. No legacy to leave behind and no recognition. However, I do have one last theory I wish to share with whomever might be listening to this. May it be a testament to my life. Whether you are here to continue our research or have simply arrived via the wormhole, it does not matter. I just need somebody to have this information. It is about the so-called dust that pervades the world of Dite. We originally thought the Wanderers absorbed it, causing the Kuban energy within it to crystallize. However, we now know we were wrong. If my ideas are sound, it is the dust particles themselves that spawn the Wanderers. All the people of this world became Wanderers after they became hosts for the parasite. When you look at it that way, all of our research makes sense. A fitting name for these strange particles would be dread dust, due to the sheer havoc it wreaks. That also means that the act of creating Kuban energy and creating dread dust are one and the same. Clearly, this form of energy is not meant to be used by mankind. I was afraid to mention this theory to anybody, but now I am left with no other choice. It is clear now that this world met its ruin after some scientist here developed this dread dust in a bid to obtain a new form of energy. If we continue our research into Kuban energy, our own world will surely meet the same fate. This research was supposed to usher in a new age for mankind. I wanted to be the one to do that. But instead... What have I done? Please, whoever is listening to this, you must halt all research into Kuban energy back on our home world. You must not let our planet suffer the same fate as Dite. No matter what.
Please synchronize your iDroid with me here.
Oh, it's you. We have a bit of a problem here. The program modifications were never finished. I'll play around with it, see if I can get it working. But my area of expertise is hardware. Might not want to get your hopes up.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Huh? You think you can fix this, kid?
Hang on. I need to take a look first. Yeah, I think I can work with this.
Well, I'll be. Kid, you are something else. All right, we'll leave the Archaea blades to Chris. I'll get the railgun working. Wait till that thing gets a load of this. Captain, we'll prepare the weapon. In the meantime, go get the energy we need to return home. You should find some information about the location of new singularity areas close to the FOB in the...
From the data you just obtained, I've identified the location of a singularity. All right, Captain. Head for the singularity and transport the wormhole digger.
According to our projections, you'll be able to acquire from it the iris energy needed to return home.
This is my latest update. There are no longer any humans here among us. There is no prosperity to be had. We'll travel back in time, seek out further information. We're spreading out like the darkness itself. The information shared with us has ended. There is nobody left to stand in our way. It is time to go home. Time to go on a journey. Together with Chloe.